Should I introduce?
Right, hello, welcome to RT Oireachtas for the legislative sitting today. We have a lot to get through, stack of paper here. We've got 7 bills, I believe that is, all going through tonight. The Kian caller is not here at the moment. She may be attending later tonight. However, whilst we do wait for her to attend, and we do not have the Kian caller either, so we will be subsequently electing a presiding officer, I would presume. Um, yes, as said there, the Kian caller has quit, or so they presume. No, they're not. They're not very sure though. Um,
It appears that elections for the presiding officer will be held soon, and it appears my estimation is that someone from the government benches or will be elected.
I did see Victoria's name floated around. Oh, I think Vic has just been nominated.
Vic appears not to be
um,
happy.
I think Victoria's playing music. I have had to unfortunately mute her because we may get copyrighted. Uh,
Again. It appears that Victoria is the only candidate that was selected by the Iran. We are just waiting on the vote from the deputies now.
so it doesn't seem there will be any debate on it.
And my estimation is that the DA will vote Ta.
There is now going to be a vote on the nomination of Victoria to become the Kian caller. Um, they are now voting on the nominations. 3 tar, 4 5 tar. So there does seem to be a lot of agreement from the opposition and the government. Notably, Fine Gael is not here. 0% attendance today. We'll have to see. Victoria has been elected as presiding officer of the duel. Well, at least it seems it's passed. Let me just quickly. So they are now. The voting has been completed.
The voting has concluded, and Victoria has been elected as presiding officer. She is now taking her seat.
I don't know if they have to do a Oh, there is no. There
There
is
isn't an
no
O for
oath.
presiding
Yeah.
officer.
She has served
It's
as
only for
Kian
the
caller
last
of the
one.
chamber before, as you can see in this picture of her.
Painting,
She
I
said
assume.
home would be the other chamber. Thank you, Victoria. Obviously the Shannon is the better chamber. I will take no other debate against it.
Please ignore Dan's biased comments.
She begins. Give me a second, yeah. So we will be waiting for her to begin. She has a lot to do this session, and I kind of feel bad for her because I don't think she was expecting to become the presiding officer today.
Could
So
we actually it appears that a person similar to Michael McGrath is currently sitting in the gallery.
no, that's William.
Oh, that's William. He's actually streaming, it appears.
Yes, I'm sure he's very happy with his one audience member. Um, Obviously he's going to rub that in our face because obviously we have less than one audience member. And
Oh.
you can all tell me to shut up, but he has been going on at us, RTE, for an absolute age, acting like an
Dan.
absolute child, spamming us. With the fact that we got like 5 viewers or whatever. He
D15
hasn't even
was
gotten more than 2, so Oh no, he has gotten two now. He hasn't gotten more than that.
Done.
Anywho, we
Done.
move to D15,
Yes.
the political advocacy groups. Just going off what this bill, I'm gonna quickly
I'll
read
do
through
the
it.
government again if that's alright. Done.
Um,
Okay.
this
He
has been
begins
called.
with a GRMA presiding officer. The bill is simple. I promise to provide for the creation of packs and such. This creates those with appreciation name of political advocacy groups.
Right, I see. So yes, this is basically these.
Appropriate, sorry.
I think these are groups that will have permissions to, speak up about situations, that have chances to campaign about their issues. And so, yes, it must have 25 members and be already registered within the Department of Business as a non-profit organization.
This
Um,
means that people who meet the limitations can make a group that can campaign on issues
so this is a pledge, I believe he said.
that
Um,
can campaign on issues. E. Yes. Sorry, Dan.
so it will be interesting to see what this bill does.
Frankly, this is a big step forward to allow citizens more influence on politics without having to run for office. Again, for stepping on Dan but
I think most importantly, we'll have to see whether the
power to the people, GRMA.
yeah, I think the most important thing we'll have to see here today, after the passing of this bill, is whether the bill actually is, read, used, etc. Well, it's not read, used. Because if it isn't, then it's kind of useless. I mean, I'm not going to say whether it is useless or not. I can't give my opinions on that anyway. But it will be the
It,
government's
it
job to, allow, well, to look at these political groups they've just allowed, well, they're going
we are
proceeding
also
to
now
try and
voting
allow. Oh,
on
voting
yes,
to move to the
yes,
second reading. It has been mostly
which
agreed by the entire chamber.
which if I remember correctly, now debate will be allowed.
Yep, we'll see if any members of the duel have any debate. There doesn't seem to be. So I think they're just trying to rush through the session very quickly. There's a motion to move
There's
to
now
the
a motion
third
from the third
reading.
leading from the anti-shuk.
We have now
And we
moved to voting.
automatically, indeed, we'll see if someone votes no or ta. Who will vote no or ta? Labour actually votes no. I assume that's Labour. Um,
Oh yeah, the Labour
Labour
Party
votes
has
no
actually disagreed with it.
without any debate.
Can the Secretary General stop promoting Al Jazeera on their TV, on their thing? Thank you.
On the thing.
He's using his position as Secretary General to promote Al Jazeera. I've never done that for RT ever.
Lame. Could we
That's how
sue
they're gonna
him,
get it, through
please?
corrupt usage of the civil service. Anyway, we should probably stop
Hashtag
recording, can't we?
uncorrupt the civil service.
And Taoiseach has now been called for the next bill. Um, so that has passed into the Shannon, so the Shannon will then vote on this bill. D16, the Legal System Amendment Bill. I
And
will
he
quickly
begins
give
with
a brief reference.
GRMA.
Should actually be putting the subject here.
Oh dear, this is going to be long.
I need to quickly fill some stuff out. So if you could.
This bill essentially amends the Legal System Act to let me advise on the firing or hiring of the Attorney General. Currently, the Attorney General can simply wait and not respond to my request for resignation and thus run the clock. You want while gone? Yeah, this will make it happen. Sorry. So I urge a vote, a ta vote. Gamra bych
Lovely pronunciation there. I'm not gonna make fun of your
Thank.
pronunciation. Um,
Yes, my
I,
Sonic
I'm
bot
it would
runs
be
smoothly.
very hypocritical of me to do so. I think pronunciation was perfect. Uh,
Thank you.
but I don't say that as an Irish person.
It appears now we move to second reading, as there has been multiple seconds to move to second reading. The DAO will now vote on if we move to second reading, which appears to be mostly agreed by all deputies in the chamber.
So it is so done then. We do move to the second reading, I would assume. We need to wait for the presiding officer to announce it first.
Yes, the voting has
It
not.
passed. Did we? Hold on. Have we moved to the second? Right. Yes, we have.
Yes, now
It's
we
just because she
moved.
put the second. She put the question mark, so I second guessed. Wasn't sure. There has been a motion to move
Now
to the voting, which is the third reading of the bill. Moving through these very quickly here.
we will see now what deputy will vote na or till.
We move
No
to
or ta, sorry.
voting on the bill. Tar in favour, nil if not. Oh, the opposition has agreed to this bill.
The government votes ta on the bill
Yeah,
that they
contrary,
presented.
contrary to their opinion last time, they did not vote Tar. As was in their right, obviously. So that is the Professional Regulation Amendment D16 that has passed the Oireachtas and will now be voted on in the Shannon at 9 p.m. We now move to
Which
the
will be
next
done
item,
by
the
your show.
Party Regulatory Bill. So we will be waiting for the clerk to officially announce that. We're moving very quickly through this session today.
D17 Party Regulatory Bill 2025, presented
I,
by Antishek.
I think the TDs are ready to go home for the
Tea Party.
to enjoy their Saturday. Um, and leave the
Gora Bema
Shanadori
Aga,
to stay up past their
presiding
bedtime.
officer. Unfortunately. You know what I don't like? Parties using manifestos to restrict democracy. I will
Does
put
he mean
an accent. So
constitutions? Yeah, I think he means constitution. Yes, it creates guidelines on party constitutions, which I would say can
any party
be.
can restrict a vote of confidence to require the support of an NEC that is handpicked by, you guessed it, party leadership.
Now this is very interesting because I'm not sure if I haven't read it through. Um,
And where has that gotten us? The creator Osvaldo, the years long dominance of countless vagabonds in political organizations, no longer. No longer.
I
This
think
will require parties to be democratic institutions once and for all.
um I think this bill could be considered very controversial considering it is the government, a political party, telling other political parties how to run their party. Now, this is up to viewer interpretation. That's not
We
what
will
I'm
have
trying to point
membership
at.
roles who will
But
respect the members of our organizations. We will have democracy.
it's
I'm
very
so sorry for
interesting.
stepping
No, no,
on you,
it's
Dan.
very interesting to see the government choosing to write
I
this
move
bill.
that in the name of our republic and the great Del Varela that this bill go forward. GRMAs
So
move to second reading.
I think it'll be very interesting to see how the Labour Party votes on this, and other parties maybe in the Shannon. So we now move to the second reading of the bill.
Oh, we have a debate. If we could zoom
Oh,
in on that
okay.
behind
So
you,
the
actually.
Labour Party. Yep. Sorry, I'm just changing some of the graphics.
Should I
Um.
read this as well, or do you want to?
No, no, I'm fine. Um.
Okay.
This is Labour is in agreement
Labor.
that regulations must be set for parties and the way that they are run. So it does seem they have a bit of agreement here already for the bill. This is Deputy V Haddy for the Labour Party. I'm not sure where she stands in the Labour Party. Not sure if it's a party leader or anything. Should probably slow down my speaking as well. But she continues saying, with a but her. So that will does indicate we may have a bit of an objection here. There exists ambiguous parts and unnecessary bureaucracy, um, which we do not love. So that doesn't give us a clear picture on what they'll be voting, but it seems they do have some criticisms of the bill. It will be interesting to see if Francis responds to this or any of the ministers, but it does seem there is a motion
Francis,
to move to the
the
vote.
Taoiseach, actually moves to vote,
Yeah, so it doesn't
so we will
seem
not be getting a comment.
right. So we are moving
And
to voting.
indeed, the government votes TA, the Labour Party. If
Hold
we
on,
could get a view on
let's
that,
take a
please.
look. They have abstained, so it does seem they have support for the bill, but they just have some disagreements on it.
Fair enough.
We move to now
Next
the
item.
first reading of the next bill. I'm not sure which one this is.
Surprisingly fast as well. We're on the fourth bill, it appears. Only 17 minutes in, and it's the D18 Anti-Racketeering and Corrupt Organizations Bill 2025. Taoiseach presenting. Taoiseach presenting.
I just need to quickly grab that up. Right, and Taoiseach has risen to begin speaking on the bill. But yes, the party regulation
GRM,
bill has gone over to the Shannon now.
GRMA presiding officer. This bill makes racketeering an offense, along with corruption. No more paying for positions, which we saw in a few previous Taoiseach terms.
I'd be interested to see who these Taoiseach terms are. It's probably been said. I'm just blind.
It has not been said, actually.
Oh well, we'll have to see if he wants to say who
Yes,
these
but we
individuals
cannot.
are. I'm not going to say they exist or they don't exist, but
Yes, yes.
any comments would
No
be
more
appreciated.
criminal organizations getting away with people doing the dirty work and not being persecuted, as they weren't the ones who did the job. Law and order. GRMA. Also, so sorry for stepping on you, Dan.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. Declaration. I'm not going to read through this whole bill, but it does seem corruption shall be defined as the abuse of public office in official capacity for private gain. So, I mean,
Now we have debate.
it should remove issues like nepotism, which I think some people may have strong opinions on in Ireland. I don't really have any opinions on them myself.
Seeing that there's no debate, we will be moving to voting.
We now move to the third reading of this bill. Again, moving very quickly. So not a lot of debate today. I wonder
The
if
government votes TA,
yep, the
and the
opposition has
opposition
voted
votes
tar.
TA.
So
Well,
there
the
is
small opposition,
agreement.
Labour.
Yeah, the Labour opposition has voted. We now move
Fine
to
Gael is
the
currently not present,
yep, not a single TD, not even Bo.
which
And
is,
she's very often at
yeah,
these sessions. We move to the next
unfortunately.
item though.
D19 Appropriate Care Yates Care Bill 2025 risen anti-shirk to present.
Now this was a bill I was talking to blah blah off stream about, and I could go on about
Could we
this for
zoom into?
ages.
Yeah.
Um,
I like healthcare, folks. He begins.
I
Secondly,
think the viewers can read off for this part because I think
Yes.
that this can be a very interesting bill. I have taken a look at it, and I can't give my opinions on it unfortunately, but it does talk about an oath which is very common in real life where providers of
Actually
medical
required by law
yeah
and is
medical
tradition.
yeah, but like
Providers
in real
and
life, yeah, medical providers, they'll all take the Hippocratic Oath, even nurses, doctors. I know that for a fact in America. I'm not sure if they do it in the UK,
I'm
but
pretty
it's
sure
definitely here. That
they do it almost everywhere. In Czechia as well, in the European Union, it's mandated by the law, and in Britain, I'm sure as well.
I
Almost
think
everywhere
something
along the line.
else to include is the disclosure of medical information. Now, in the US, I know they have I think they're called the HIPAA laws, which protects patient confidentiality. You know, what information may be shared and what may not be. And this is included in the bill. Um, I did notice
Bill
it.
will be.
I didn't read the bill the whole way through, but it doesn't say who authorized persons are. I mean, I may not just be reading the whole bill, so I haven't. I may have not seen
We have debate
the full
actually from
extent.
Erin.
Oh, we do have
We
debate.
have
So she begins saying, "God
G-
bless the NAS." She has been. Oh, and that was it. I would say, I have seen her in. I think she'd be. I think I'm okay saying that I have seen her a lot of support and aiding the NAS. We did see this from the Green Party as well. They were very. There was even a debate session tabled, I think, by the Green Party about the National Ambulance Service. But as there is no debate, we now move on to the final stage, the voting stage of the D19 Appropriate Care Yates Care Bill 2025. Seems we've got approval from the entire chamber here, or at least those present. So that is the third reading passed. We now move to the second last bill of the door. The Shannon has a lot to pass today.
Indeed. I'll enjoy my time at the Shannon, which will be running by me. Well, and Bo actually
If
has
Neve
arrived
is
in the
there.
session.
Oh, Bo's finally here. I'll be interested to see. I think the entire nation will be interested to see how she votes on these bills as a practical representative for
Yeah,
the leader of the
Fine
opposition
Gael.
at this point of time. Because he's
We
currently not
actually
here.
have two more bills left. The second to last one is D20 Universities Bill
Well, that is
2025,
the one we're on about.
presented by which is
Oh, this is presented by
interesting to say the
Ognian,
least.
which is the Minister of State for Communities, Culture and Language. Which we have seen a lot more of Ognian in the past, very recent days actually. I think I have a comment from here actually. Oh, he also said
I'll
the
read this off.
Hippocratic Oath is required in Bulgarian law.
Yeah. GRMA presiding officer. It is great honor that I am able to present the university bill. Which contains the provisions of relations between the state and public universities, as well as their statutes, etc.
So yes, this is the university's bill.
I have been in collaboration with the Trinity College regarding the
We did
status.
actually see Antishok.
Hence
Yeah,
section 1.
we have seen Antishok appear in the what's it? He did go to Trinity Dublin College, whatever. I did see that in the Enterprise channel. So that I would
I have
assume
noticed.
that was discussed during this bill was discussed during it.
Do the deputies worried about other universities or pontifical university? I'll have to look at the meaning on pontifical. Currently, they are ongoing discussing with the ministry about their inclusion as well. GRMA PO.
Right, let's see if we have any debate on this. Again, it is interesting to see, the institutions such as the universities getting some attention now. I don't know if I'm not 100% sure if I'm correct in this, but I think we have seen a lot of we haven't seen anything about universities in any bills so far.
We have a debate actually from Erin.
It'll be interesting to see. Oh, that's it. Just Chinners for winners.
Okay.
She does serve. She has some kind of position in the university.
Oh, we have debate from Mr. Sunday as well.
This may be just reiterating the point that was being made earlier, or I would assume in support of the government, considering he's a part of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Can never assume.
I disagree.
I think he disagrees with the Chinners for winners. Oh.
Trinity is for the losers, he says.
a bit of
A
crossfire across the
comedy.
bench, the fire across the benches. Erin has risen back in response. I think the deputies are getting a little bored here. Um, she says, "Frankly,
Frank,
Sunday."
frankly, Sunday. Frankly, it will be Sunday.
I think we need this in like a Margaret Thatcher voice. I'm not sure if she's going to continue.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. You do not possess the intelligence and Trinity.
That was amazing. We'll just have to lay it off because it was so good.
Yeah,
I
know, I'm sorry.
withdraw. And she takes her seat. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my god. I can never do accents again.
Oh, Mr. Sunday's risen again. Oh no, he has taken his seat.
No, he sat.
Bo has
Eren,
been
actually.
called upon. Let's see what Bo has to say on the bill. She says, "I very much agree with the Labour Party, with the Labour. Oh my God, the Labour leader. I can imagine her saying this in a what's it called, Cami Badenoch accent, voice, whatever.
I will not attempt to do a Scottish accent. I can try. Okay.
I didn't know she was Scottish. I don't
Just
think
with
she is.
limit. Those with limited imaginations would not support education.
Yeah, no, let's just not.
I'm sorry. I can't.
This is deeply concerning.
Oh dear.
When the contribution in Ireland is poor,
When contribution in Ireland is poor.
when universities offer hope. I think that, again, the deputies have gotten a little bored there, so they're just trying to spark some more debate. Hope for more employments, more skills for jobs.
I'd like to point out that Al Jazeera has 2 in audience and we have 9.
I think we shouldn't acknowledge our haters. It will drive down our viewership because no one wants to listen to us ramble on about them. We've had our time. I will quickly say, we've just had the RTE tweet come out. In a landmark judgment, the High Court has found Oswald, former leader of the opposition, guilty of treason on 3 counts under the Treasonous Offences and Terrorism Act 2022. Charges include espionage and plotting a coup with foreign aid. Sentencing to follow. So we will be seeing what he gets out of that.
Erin actually just announced her support for the bill in a surprising turn of events.
Well, I don't think it's surprising. She was just saying to
Erin, Bo. Apologies.
Now Donald has risen, saying he pledging to make a Donald University, and that he'll be banning both. Oh, we've got a few deputies rising here, and Tarnister, Mr. Sunday, the Minister for Domestic Affairs, the acting leader of the opposition, and the Minister of State for Communities, Culture and Language. It's a lot to handle, a lot of people getting out of their seats here. So we'll see if Bo. We're stuck on a second reading for quite a while. Honestly, I did not expect this. I don't think anyone did. So we're going relatively quickly. These government ministers cannot even go a session without mentioning me. But just quickly touching upon the Oswald thing, it was mentioned that so I think something that I personally would find quite scary is it was cited that he used the democratic system and turned it against the people, and I think that's something, even if it was put by someone who, like Oswald, who was never going to succeed, it does highlight the fact that it can be very dangerous to have still the democratic way can still be weaponized, and it's still very we need to remain skeptical of it at all times and be careful if we were putting in power. I think things like these, even back in World War II when Hitler was elected to power, again, the scariest part about that was the fact he was elected democratically, and that was highlighted again in this judicial reading whatever post. So I think that is an interesting
Judicial
side effect.
statement or
It's
judicial
yeah,
judgment.
it's an interesting side effect to also be aware of in the democratic system. Um, Nonetheless, we are forced despondently to acknowledge her. I think there's something about contributions. I'm not sure.
It's just talking about these arguments
Oh, a
that the
motion to
deputies
move
are
has
making.
been made by the leader of the Labour Party, saying girls stop fighting. There has been a second for the motion, another second from the government benches,
There's been a motion
and
to
Taoiseach
move.
has seconded it. So
We'll see if Victoria. Oh,
there
okay.
has been a
Uh,
motion. So I'm not. It is up to the Can caller whether she hears it, but well, not the presiding officer, the chair. But I don't know. It is up to her discretion. Sorry, their discretion.
oh dear.
He
It's
said you
currently
should have called
9:30.
on me sooner. I'm just here to say, unlike any Labour member, I do possess intelligence. So that there's a lot of back and forth going across the chamber. Here we go from Bo, and then
Shots fired from the government benches into
but
Labour with their
there's
comments.
shots being fired from the government benches, from the Labour benches to the Fine Gael benches, and they're all directed at each other. He said, "I just do not possess the West witness to attend Trinity, unlike their leader."
Is Niam actually online? Will she be on for Senate?
I'm not sure, but if she isn't, best of luck to you.
Thank you. I'll try my best, girls.
Sorry, there are men here too. Can we not discriminate? Just say everyone in between at this point. Um,
Okay, attendees.
Sunday has been warned for his remarks regarding the Labour caucus, saying, and the chair has asked that it do not happen again. Ognian has been called upon.
Let's see his comments.
Is that Riley John? Oh, I love Riley John.
How?
Oh no! It was Ognian speaking in VC. I should actually get my. You won't be able to hear it in if you're watching the Discord stream, but if you're watching on YouTube, you will be able to hear it. He begins to thanking the remarks from the leader of the opposition, well, the acting leader of the opposition. I agree with the deputy remarks about skills and jobs. Universities prepare future lawyers, politicians, officers, priests. An idea I had, media owners. I did want to help get more priests into Ireland because I did think that we didn't see many. Obviously, I wasn't able to complete that during my time as Minister of Communities, Culture and Language, but it would be an interesting idea to see more. And I'd love to see another Irish cardinal. I think I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say anything that supports our country. I would hope anyway. RT, please don't censor me and the government or the constitution or whatever I'm bound by. My Cahir
You're bound by
worship.
RTE polls.
No, but also Cahir, like I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. Anywho, on she being mentioned every time by a fellow deputy, I must admit, love works in interesting ways. I give way. Bo has risen in to debate
Hell,
a
we've been
motion.
debating this bill and not even talking about the
Um,
bill for the last 20 minutes.
We have been talking about it, but the motion to move to the third reading has been raised. Again, I don't know why the chair is ignoring it. I think the precedent is to vote on the bill, the motion, and then hear the next item, whether that is moving on
And
or
now
whether
we're
that's someone
talking about the
talking.
court service,
So
actually. Yeah.
she's now talking
Oh
about
dear.
the judiciary.
Court service. Yes.
Again, a motion to move to the third reading.
Woke.
I think someone may need to inform the chair that they should move. Okay, she said they'll move to
We'll
voting
vote.
after the deputy is finished. I think it would have to be voted upon though, because there are still people rising. Opportunities within law courses at College Dublin can help influence more to pursue activity within the courts, and I welcome the government's proposal. There's a point of order made. I withdrew the point of order. She made her point. I am so confused at what's happening. I can only hope we're moving on after this. Another
We're
motion to
moving
the
on.
third reading. Piersbow is done. Yep, Bow is done. It
Okay, and
seems I
now we
can
will move to
finally
voting
finally
after
take a
20
breather.
minutes.
We are voting. Okay, we have moved to voting.
Let's see who votes Star now. Could we look at the opposition, please?
Yep, we'll see. We've got Tar from the opposition. Oh, it's everyone has voted Tar. It does pass with flying.
Colors.
The presiding officer said, "Why did you debate like stupid to all pass it?" I think a lot of it was in agreement with the bill, and then a lot of it was just personal jabs against each other. The chair
And
says, "This is
now
why I
we
hate the
move
door." And then
on
they'll
to the
still
next item.
next session. If the can caller wasn't there, they'd still vote for her. It's just what I find funniest.
Now we move on to the Broadcasting Amendment D21 2025 to be presented by Descripted Deputy Descripted.
Isn't that? Oh, that is the Minister for Communities, Culture and Language, not the Minister of State this time.
Let's hear her let's hear their comments on presentation.
GMA presiding officer, he begins. We're not on the universities bill. I thought I'd change that. Hello.
This amendment has been a long time waiting for RTE.
So whose microphone is that? I'm just going to oh, she got kicked.
Oh.
Oh no, apparently my PC's just. Oh no, it didn't crash. Never mind. Apologies for that disturbance. Just waiting for something to be said here.
It helps clarify the appointments of the executive board members and puts RTE sports into law.
I will just say it's a very large attendance from the gallery as well, not just the
Which
TDs.
is a good thing that the citizenry is interested in our
It's
politics.
died down now, but earlier it was quite a lot more. We will be bringing up Ognian if there is time.
It
in between
also introduced
the
two
Dole
new
and the Shannon.
deputy director generals. One for light entertainment and the other for general news. Apologies.
And so obviously, I don't think this will change too much with how the streams work if this passes.
As requested by the RTE chair, I have nothing more to say.
The RTE director general. I don't think. Yeah, there's not much else to say about the bill, really. I don't think it'll change too much. For how you guys see the stream. If anything, hopefully it should make the process more streamlined and better.
Okay, debate, and we have debate from Bo
and Erin.
And Erin.
It's interesting that Erin's been picked. I suppose she is party leader compared to Bo, who is not. She's filling in for the leader of the opposition, so it makes you question who would you choose. She says,
PO.
"You know what I love? State broadcasting that's paid by your tax funds." She didn't say that, but the tax funds. I mean,
much love.
You know what else I love? Regulated state broadcasting. So I'd love for all of you to go ahead and make sure you pay your TV license, because otherwise you don't get amazing streams like this one. This
otherwise,
is
then we'll steal your children.
Two things I love. I will also quickly say,
This
Yeah,
is beautiful.
pay your
Two things
TV
I love.
license and tar this bill. GMA. Bo has now risen in debate, or in approval, we may see. Something I love to see is. Oh no, something else that was in the bill that wasn't included. Um,
GRMA, Pio.
it changes the joint committee slightly, because obviously, in the Duel and the Shannon in the Oireachtas, the committees. I'm not sure if you've heard, they've rarely ever met. So I think there was an amendment added as well to change it so that
One of my
the
favorite
powers
thing
could be
is
passed
being
on
the
to the.
partner
I'm
board
speaking.
member onto the. I'm sorry.
They can be moved on to the the permission. The duties can be moved on to the minister rather than the joint board, stopping some kind of deadlock there. Um, she was just talking about her time on being the board of no, not the board. She was the board bimbo for Archie's Wheel of
Wheel of
Fortune.
Fortune.
She missed the last time she was on, so I'm sure she's getting the sack. Archie has trailblazer contribution since Neve's government.
What the Sigma?
I think we started streams a little bit before Neve. No, because it was after Christmas. So
Was it?
yeah, I don't remember having the Christmas trees up when we recorded. But yeah, it was so long ago now. By the way, if you haven't noticed, any
8
of you,
months.
unfortunately until Kamna, it was played with uncommitted and inactive director generals. Again, I will quickly say, if you haven't seen on YouTube, on the YouTube, we have compiled all of the Oireachtai, I don't know, into playlists so you can see all the streams from 31st Oireachtas, 32nd. I'll quickly grab them up now. So yeah,
Luckily,
we
Kamal has
have
turned
since
it
the
around.
29th Oireachtas, which was the 15th of January to 20th of March. We also have the 30th Oireachtas, it was the 20th of March to the 10th of May. And we also have the 31st Oireachtas, which is the current Oireachtas that meets. So
And now we move on to the voting of this last bill of the DAO, and then
I
we'll
think
move on to the.
I think
Yeah.
this is the
That
31st Oireachtas.
okay, and everyone, opposition has actually everyone has voted unanimously, even
Yep,
everyone
this
in the
is
chamber.
for the broadcasting bill. So that's the third reading.
And that's everything, I assume.
Yeah, that
So
is
unless anyone
everything.
has a statement, we have 7 bills in 45 minutes, actually, which is very nice.
A point of information has been raised by Bo.
Let us
I
see.
can't remember if it's the 32nd or 31st. No, this is the 32nd. Okay, I've got to update the 31st one then.
Just before we. And I want to seek some guidance. Have you blown your nose today?
Very interesting and needed, obviously.
Yes. Very cool, very nice.
Motion to adjourn has been raised,
Yep.
risen, whatever, same thing.
No further items, so we adjourn. Soon, I assume. And there appears to be no statements. And that should not be out here.
Ognian, do not worry, you will be brought up.
And we have adjourned. So the DAO has officially adjourned, and the Shannon will be taking place in approximately 15 minutes, which will most likely be commented on and presented by yours truly, blah blah. I don't care. We will be starting at 9 p.m. So make sure that everyone tunes in and listens as we present, well, as the Shenayori presents 7 bills, and
Well, I
hopefully
do
in an
have
orderly and
Ognian
fast
here.
manner.
I do have Ognian here who wishes to come on and say a few
Let's
words.
Hello.
bring him.
Hello, Ognian.
Hello, Ognian.
What did you
My
wish to
Slavic
come
Hello,
friend.
and say?
Hello.
I don't plan on keeping you up here for too long, unfortunately. But what did you come up here to say?
Well, I just wanted to remind you old times when I was on RT. Yeah, Dan, the thing we brought up about the RT, as there were a lot of debates, and I just came here just to give a quick comment on today's sessions because, as you know, there have been a lot of bills we discussed, including one of my universities, and I should give my comment that the thing I saw that the parliamentary activity in the Dell has been increasing, which the Shannon must hate us about it, but the thing is with the opposition activities kind of plunges the integrity of the arm and the entire order.
Um, well, thank you for that. I will quickly say, the Shannon is not jealous. The Shannon has had like, let's just quickly compare the attendance because yours truly added it. No, I won't take full credit for that. Lewis was the one who set the system up. I just added it to the Shannon.
Uh, Dan, can I?
69.23% attendance from the Shannon, 67% from the Duel. Obviously, the Shannon is clearly better by the standard. So, I would take no hate directed towards my chamber. I mean, other than
Dan,
that, hmm?
I have a request. If Shannon will go low, and since I need to speak to someone to actually be effective on commenting on policy, could I DM you with requests to bring someone up from the
Yeah, just bring anyone up.
audience?
Just tell me who, and I'll bring them
Yeah,
up. Anyway,
yeah. Thank you.
the stream will be concluding here, not fully. Come back at 9 p.m. or around that time to tune in for the RT Shannon. Well, no, for coverage of the Shannon, where we will see the Shannon discuss the bills. So yes, we will see you back at 9 p.m. Hopefully, don't go anywhere. Other than making yourself a cup of tea, and then coming back here to obviously watch. Because you paid for this, you paid with your TV license. So you might as well make use of it. Until then,
Sure.
you can stay on the stage, whatever. We just won't be talking. Until then, we will see you in about 10 minutes. So, goodbye for now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone, welcome to RTE Shannon exclusive streaming with me, your presenter, blah blah blah. I don't care. Currently, we have 7 bills on the business of the Shannon, which we'll hopefully get through quickly and in an orderly fashion. The Catholic is currently online, which is Mr. Dan Puppy, and the Shannon appears to be filled with members. We'll hopefully see a nice orderly debate from a lot of people. McNamara, sorry. We'll hopefully we'll hopefully see a lot of actual debate with sauce in it. I'll begin taking members of the audience onto for interviews in about 9:15 if debates drag on long enough, or if I need help with talking, because I'm not really sure. Anyway, so spread the word. I might bring someone up for interviews. But we'll be starting shortly in about 4 minutes. The bills for today that are scheduled are as follows, if I can find them. Yes, here. On the business of the Shannon, we have the 15 Political Advocacy Groups Bill 2025, presented by Francis Butler-Yeats and Taoiseach. The 16 Legal System Amendment 2025, presented by Anne Taoiseach. The 17 Party Regulatory Bill 2025, presented by Anne Taoiseach. The 18 Anti-Racketeering and Corrupt Organizations Bill 2025, presented by Anne Taoiseach yet again. The 19 Appropriate Care, Youth Care Bill 2025, presented by Anne Taoiseach one last time. The 20 Universities Bill 2025, proposed by Minister for Culture, Communications and Language, Eugene. And the 21 Broadcasting Amendment 2025, presented by Deputy Descripted Zach. We'll be beginning in estimately 3 minutes, and hopefully we will get through these bills quickly. The deputies are about beginning to take their seats. Notable members that are in the chamber are Shanealdi Victoria, and others that I unfortunately do not recognize. We'll begin in about 2 minutes. A few words on the current bill that are on the business of the Shannon. Most notably, or rather controversial bill, the Party Regulatory Bill 2025. In the words of Anne Taoiseach, protects the democracy in the parties instead of corrupt organizations. This bill has caused some recent concerns in other parties, so we'll see how it fares in the Shannon. And we also have a few other bills that raise concerns. Those being the, if I can find them, excuse me, Political Advocacy Group Bill 2025, which was, I'm pretty sure, nailed by the opposition, Labour. I'm not sure though, I'll have to check later, but otherwise the bills were mostly taught by the Dow. We'll see if that's going to be the same case in the Shannon, and will actually be starting soon, as the Catholic calls every Shannonary to their seats, and we are beginning now. Right, and that officially starts the Shanat session. The first item on the agenda, I assume, is the D15.
Okay, so I think we're fine for me to just continue in VC. We start with the first item on the agenda, which was a motion proposed by Mr. Bruce's May, seconded by Isabel for, I believe that is, oh yeah, to summon and Taoiseach for next week. So please present your motion.
Military and more domestic questions that weren't answered during the Taoiseach's
Right, I'm going to quickly say only the stream can hear this. You won't be able to hear Discord streams from now on in the Shanad because I need to be able to focus on what's happening in the Shanad. Anyway, we'll continue on.
Excuse me, what was the reasoning again for inviting the Taoiseach?
Because we had me and Senator Isabel had questions more regarding about the incidents in Northern Ireland during that crisis time and the domestic affairs at home, and questions that weren't asked during the Taoiseach sitting last week.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hali halule. Thank you for recognizing me, Chair. I would firstly like to start by saying yes, it is good if the honorable senators have still questions about that incident. It is obviously reasonable to invite maybe Hijak, but there are also other possibilities and channels to actually question the Taoiseach. So I don't know if the other senators are interested in questioning the Taoiseach again, not again, but questioning another government member again. So I don't know. Either way, I think it is kind of reasonable, but I don't know if anyone else besides those two honorable senators does have the interest to debate and actually question the Taoiseach. Thank you.
Ta.
Obama have tea. Micah boy. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, presiding officer. Firstly, I would like to start by saying how much I respect this honorable senator, and obviously I do respect her nomination as least country. Sorry, I probably pronounced it really, really badly. Sorry, I apologize. I'm not Irish. Anyways, so basically, I do respect her. In my time as a senator, did see her commitment to this towards this shamer, and how much she wanted to actually respect and honor this chamber and preserve its importance within Ireland. So I am glad to support her bit for Lee's Contra. Um, Although I personally myself aspired to maybe vote for this office, I do respect and support her motion nonetheless. Thank you very much. Allahu Akbar.
Gorilla Margoth. I also have to agree with the Senadori for the Midlands, and I think that Senadori Isabel is a very much qualified person, and I've gotten to know her, and I know
Yeah.
that. Thank you. I think she's very qualified for the position. I definitely think she is very committed to the Shannon, and I would like to formally endorse her in her run for Leash. I'm not even going to pronounce that, and I'm Irish, so there's no excuse for that, but never really learned it. So I would just like to say I really do think she would be the best candidate, and I fully support her in this run. Thank you.
Here. I second the motion. La ilaha illallah. Why is he in a wheelchair? Ta. Inshallah, she becomes least country. Ta. Ta. Stand up, brother.
Congratulations. Hope you enjoy your new position.
Congrats, Isabel.
Isabel for president.
I pray for her that inshallah her legs will be fixed.
Motion to vote on the sanitary.
I
Seconded.
strongly second. Inshallah her legs will be better after this motion. Inshallah. Second. Hello, Zach.
on, Dale Dingle here. I fell and scraped some of my on, Dale Dingle here.
Ihr verdammten gottesgehassten Kreaturen. Mr. Bruce, ich werde dich finden. Proud you! I feel offended.
Verdammt, Tempo ist nur Betrug.
Gurmagas, and I thank the Shanadori for her little debate there. I do agree with her that there needs to the complaint brought up by the Shanadori signals a lack of understanding of the political structure of our republic. The Electoral Commission, by de facto, already has its substitute power that that is described. If any advocacy group, advocacy, I can't speak today. My apologies. Advocacy group is allowed and goes unregulated, there will be a series of waves of advocacy groups simply created to promulgate further abuse in campaigning by parties. Imagine it. Imagine if, for a second, a candidate could simply make 8 groups. This allows for an established process, something that doesn't exist. The Shanadori bygone is debating bygone that she created. And I do, sorry, my apologies, I had not finished. I do agree that there needs to be checks and balances. However, the Electoral Commission has, in my view, shown little lack of, you know, uh, bias in elections. They've done a fantastic job in organizing and also featuring results in general elections. And she claims that there's going to be unchecked power. I personally have complete confidence in the Electoral Commission and giving citizens the right to create advocacy groups will allow even more political engagement in the server. And I humbly say that she is wrong. Can the Shenandoah properly describe the difference between the pack system and the advocacy group system? First, that she complained about it being a good idea, but said that the commission should not regulate it. Yet now she's complaining that actually advocacy groups are bad. Forgive me, I don't believe the Shenandoah actually knows what her position on the bill is. I need to remind the Senator the vast amount of people voted for this legislation. I think before debating the bill, she needs to take a step back and seriously consider what her arguments against it is and decide on that. I also believe, and she has said that she believes that the Electoral Commission is fair. However, she's saying that they might abuse it. So is it fair or are they going to abuse it? So I believe the Senadori, though I respect her position that, we need you did say that. Everyone in this room can agree that you did say that, Shanadori. Don't try and lie. Sorry, mislead. But I believe, and also on your comments that we should stop big corporations and people with personal interests. This is boogeylandering. This is making fear mongering that this bill will be the end of times if passed. I believe that this bill would help people get involved in the political sector and also make sure that people are interested in their own beliefs. That we shouldn't prevent people who have a very personal or sorry, my apologies, lost my train of thought. If they believe in, say Northern Ireland, and they want to advocate for peace on the border, do you really think we should vote against this bill and tell them, no, you can't do that? I don't believe that is right. And if the the senator actually cares for the country, you will hopefully, many of my fellow colleagues will vote "ta" on this bill. Thank you. Seconded.
Right, to speed this along, I'm going to say it all in VC because there's lots of bills to vote on here. So we start with D15 Political Advocacy Groups Bill 2025. The question is put to all of you in this chamber. Is it agreed that the Political Advocacy Groups Bill 2025 does pass? Tar, nil, or stay on? Again, make sure to answer in Roblox chat. Okay, passes a voice vote. We move to the legal system amendment. Is it agreed? The question is as follows: is it agreed that the legal system amendment 2025 does pass? Tar, nil, or stan? Esteon. Passes voice vote. We move to the Party Regulatory Bill 2025. The question is put as follows: is it agreed that the Party Regulatory Bill 2025 does pass? Tar, nil, or abstain? Passes. We move to the Anti-Racketeering and Corrupt Organisations Bill. The question is as follows: is it agreed the Anti-Racketeering and Corrupt Organisations Bill 2025 does pass? Tar, nil, or abstain? Passes voice vote. Moving to appropriate care. Is it agreed that the appropriate care, no, the question is as follows: is it agreed that the appropriate care Yates Care Bill 2025 does pass? Agree, tar, nil, or abstain? Passes voice vote. We move to the Universities Bill. The question is as follows: Is it agreed that the Universities Bill 2025 does pass? Tar, nil, or abstain? Passes voice vote. We move to the Broadcasting Amendment. The question is as follows: Is it agreed that Broadcasting Amendment 2025 is agreed? Tar, nil, or abstain? Passes voice vote. Is there anything anyone would like to say? Okay, I would like to quickly deliver a speech to the chamber. It's very sad to me and my family, especially the Shanadorfa Kerry, who is my sister, who lost her dear husband, Oisin Ithaca, over the past week. Hence the funeral attire. Our best wishes lie with the former Taoiseach. Not Kerry. Sorry, not Kerry. It was Tipperary. Sorry. That's the statement from me. Seeing there is no other business, we stand adjourned. Good night.
Woo!
Okay, I've got to send the stream off now. Lovely.
Oh.
Well, thank you all for watching today's Shanad stream. It was a pleasure, absolute pleasure, to have you here, and I hope to see you again as soon as possible. But until then, I will see you at a later time. So, good night for now. No, have a wonderful rest of your evenings, and good night.